To complete Part C of my assignment, I'm going to review policies provided by our instructor, Dr. Lewis, and I'm also going to compare and contrast my current schools, Limestone County schools, to different school systems of my classmates. We're going to look at a few different aspects of technology through each school system and talk about similarities and differences within each. So to do that, I've created a podcast, and throughout the podcast, I'm going to be comparing my school district, Limestone County, to Athens City, Elmore County, Enterprise Schools, and Tallapoosa County. So to start with, the first thing we're going to look at is, or talk about, is planning for administrative applications. So a few things I noted while reading that section provided by Dr. Lewis. To plan for administrative applications means to improve things that are not being done or things that are not being done well in schools. So this can be related directly to technology. Planning for administrative applications usually comes from the district level. So someone from like central office, usually a plan created by them. And developing evaluation criteria would be part of the process. Specifically, possibly planning for changes in technology. So we'll be looking through those things while we're comparing and contrasting systems. Secondly, looking at instructional applications. The instructional end of it is actually preparing our students to participate in a society of technology. So basically developing their basic fluency, and literacy with technology, giving them opportunities to use technology to enhance their learning. This should be shared at a district level and also a school level. So it's going to be shared with the teachers in the classroom. So we will be looking at that also within these 4 or 5 different school systems to see if that is going on. The first thing we're going to look at are budget items, things like hardware, technology, professional development, software, things like that, training. Something I wanted to bring up about Limestone County schools in this area is that we have approximately 2,100 MacBooks that are purchased, and we have hired 9 certified teachers to be instructional technology facilitators. So they are on-site facilitators at each school, and they are at the school daily to help integrate technology. A lot of misconceptions teachers have are that they are there to fix the MacBooks, and they are not. They are, in my opinion, can be compared to a reading coach. They're just more of a technology coach. So they're there to help integrate and plan technology with teachers, with a focus in our school system of grades 3 through 5. So to me, these 9 certified teachers were budgeted and can be used daily as professional development. Looking over at Athens City, we're very comparable with Athens City. They have 4 district-funded technology coaches. So contrasting that, theirs are district-funded, so they may not have technology facilitators at each school, but they do have technology coaches within their system. They also have 5 additional instructional coaches to support technology integration. So with Athens City not being as big as Limestone County, this is probably sufficient for their school. So it is obvious that administrative applications have been implemented from the district, and those certified facilitators are absolutely making instructional applications with teachers within the classroom. Moving on to the next thing we looked at, facilitating planning related to computers and related technologies. I kind of compared and contrast here with kind of the capacity of the technology. In Limestone County, in our manual, our district is recabling all of our schools, adding a wireless network to upgrade our megabytes of our internet access. All of our high schools have Moodle labs to support technology. So comparing this to Athens City, they have wireless technology implemented in all locations also. So we are a lot alike here. We have wireless connections, networks in both of ours, and it appears in their procedure manual that they have also upgraded at their schools their access to better meet the needs of their students. Also on this topic, I looked at Elmore County. Elmore County has an off-site backup system that houses their servers and their software data. So I could not find anything in Limestone or Athens City about this. They may have it and I'm not aware, but it was not in their policies. So Elmore County does not mention having facilitators. However, they do mention having something that Limestone County does not, having a backup server to house users and software data. So this is something that maybe the district in Limestone County might want to consider. I think it's great that we're providing such high capacity of megabytes for access for our students, but it might be important to back up some of the software data. Next, we looked at plans for one-to-one initiative for administrators, teachers, and or students. In Limestone County, all of our administrators have iPads. They use iPads for school walkthroughs. They have checklists. They use it for marking Educate Alabama observations. And we also have a device handbook for students and parents. So our students do have in fourth and fifth in the elementary schools and up into the high schools do have devices. We are a one-to-one initiative, but they also do have a policy, a student and a parent policy. So in Athens City had listed as a strength that their teachers and students have mobile devices. Wasn't sure exactly what that meant, mobile devices. That could be iPads, that could be iPods, that could be tablets, Chromebooks, MacBooks. Not sure. However, it does sound like they are one-to-one, so they're comparable with Limestone County. Elmore County has 2 schools participating in a grant that provides one-to-one devices for students. And the schools that do not have the one-to-one devices, they do embrace the bring your own technology. So I think that's great. Even though maybe they don't have the funds, they're able to embrace the BYOT and allow their students to bring technology so that they're still hitting the application piece, which is so very important. Also, I want to talk about Enterprise School here. Enterprise, they are working on their improvement plan. They're working toward a one-on-one classroom initiative, so they've not quite met this yet. So this is probably something at the district level, something at the administrative application that Enterprise Schools is working towards, a one-to-one initiative. So personally, in my opinion, Limestone and Athens and even Elmore are a few steps ahead. And then Tallapoosa County, they also have one-to-one initiative with Chromebooks, and very comparable to Limestone County because they have policies for parents and students. And next, we're going to talk about policies or plans for management of the technology. Okay, so in Limestone County, we had a list of very general rules, such as for passwords, equipment use, wasting resources, internet filtering, working with students, bringing your own devices, social media network, copyright, using devices off campus. We had very general rules that hit several policies to cover. Athens City also had an acceptable use policy that addressed things like email, internet usage, data security, uses of personal devices at school, and etc. Elmore County was also very comparable. They had a very specific list, such as privacy, respecting rights of others, consequences for violations, warranties, Wi-Fi, district expectations, personal use of devices like Athens City. So consistently what I'm finding is that Athens, Limestone, and Elmore are very familiar. For Enterprise, I was not able to find anything that related to this. In Tallapoosa County, for employees, there was a policy statement that hit a lot of the same things like privacy, copyright, publishing, but not near as detailed as maybe they need. So that might be something that at the district level they need to work on for an administrative application, especially since they are a one-to-one initiative school. Plans for developing wireless access for students, faculty, and staff. Didn't really find any information in Limestone County. I know we do have wireless access. We have several different Wi-Fi's to choose from, depending on what role you play on campus. We have a specific one for visitors, a specific one for Apple TVs, specific Wi-Fi for students, for teachers, and so I would say we already have a plan. Probably it's not developing. Our district has already created a plan, and it has been communicated with our school district. In Elmore County, it did address that all schools were connected underground. And then in Athens City, they have both wired and wireless support for desktops, the traditional desktops, and then, of course, laptops, wireless devices. Did not find any information on this in Elmore County, Enterprise schools in Tallapoosa County. Okay, wrapping it up, reviewing the strategic plans, mission statements, goals, etc. Specifically looking, none of the 5 school systems specifically mention technology. However, they are very general mission statements, so you could probably assume and integrate that into the vision or mission statement. But Athens City was probably the best one to me. Their mission statement is to provide a safe, academically stimulating environment. So to me, a stimulating environment in a 21st century absolutely hits technology. Where Limestone County is very long, you almost get lost in their mission. I think it's important to have a short mission statement that gets to the point, much like Elmore County. Every student empowered, every student succeeds. So I like the mission statement of Elmore County. So that wraps up part C of my assignment. I enjoyed looking at different policies and procedures of different school systems and comparing it to my current school system. And I hope that I can take away some valuable information. Thank you.